Corey, no Trevor Harris out here at all. What's his status for the week?
Yeah, same thing. I think it's tomorrow's be the final decision maker for that. So again, we got the luxury of tomorrow. So again, just trying to play it smart, but tomorrow we'll make the final decision on that.
He was on the injury report with a head injury. Is that concussion related or not?
Yeah, I mean it was a big hit, so we did keep eyes to that, you know what I mean, and protecting the players. It's kind of just what we're about here in that situation. But also too, he's, like I said, he is dealing with some kind of infection. I don't know, but for this standpoint, yeah, we're being careful from the hit to the head.
Thoughts on Jake Mayer out there today with the hole ones the entire time the past 2 days?
Yeah, man, just getting comfortable. Repetitions obviously will solidify belief. You know what I mean? So now getting a full day, full couple days now, being the one back there, I think only more reps will help him. But certainly, man, he's Jake Mayer. That's why you bring him in there, and we've got nothing but confidence in the kid.
Given that you have a bye week next week, does that play into the decision, or will that play into the decision?
You always look at those kind of things, but ultimately, in pro ball, you want to get the guys that you have designated to take those reps out there, and every game matters, so you do kind of look at timelines like that with bye weeks around the corner, but for us, if we can put out the people that we pencil in, we're going to do that. So again, tomorrow will lead us to that.
Coach, I know the standard is the standard, right? But do you have to change anything for Jake Mayer to meet that standard?
No, I don't think so. I mean, arguably, Jake's had more reps in this offense than Trevor. So there's not. We are who we are, and we got to go execute regardless of who's back there.
Offensive line's allowed 2 sacks in 3 games. When you consider that's an impressive stat in its own right, but when you consider the flux that we're once again dealing with this year, how much does that stand out for you?
Yeah, I think again, similar to the receiver room, deep room for us. We feel now battle-tested group, and certainly we got guys out there that didn't have an opportunity to play last year for us who get to draw in, and play a lot more. Specifically Yosh, and having Bram out there definitely helps, and DJ learning from those guys and getting out there, and the flexibility of Tate and Furlan. So they've done an incredible job, man. Very, very pleased with how they've been rolling since the season started, and I know they take pride in being able to establish the LOS and trying to keep their quarterback upright. So heck of a job, and I continue to expect the same from them.
But on the other side, sorry Rob, on the other side, your defensive line is leading the league in sacks. What has been the key to their success?
It's the same thing. The Coach Phil does an incredible job, breaking down the opponent, giving these guys different tools and how to get to the quarterback. And we got pretty good players there as well. So, they're out there really using everybody that we dress. We dress a lot of D linemen, and a lot of them get play to keep them fresh and to keep them humming.
Yeah, that's the thing that we noticed was you're doing it by committee as well. But this week you're going up against offensive line in BC, which is one of the best in terms of limiting sacks, similar to you guys. So what is the biggest challenge when you look at the Lions?
First of all, they got some hogs out there. They got some big boys out there. But and it's the scheme and quarterback making the proper reads, getting the ball out quick can help an offensive line as well. But at some point, depending on the situation in the game, quarterbacks are going to have to stand back there. So it's our job from a defensive line standpoint to be disruptive. That's all we're asking. The sacks will come. Be disruptive, because you could affect the play without getting a sack.
Probably what they're doing here, but how much do you guys monitor what their quarterback situation is like this week?
Yeah, same thing. It's you kind of prepare for whatever situation, but similar to our situation is whoever they're going to have back there. For the most part, it's been in the league for a while, and has a lot of tape out there. So we got to prepare for both. It's just the smart thing to do, and whoever they decide to give the nod to, we'll be prepared for that.
Coach, as far as my recollection is concerned, Sean Bain Jr., this is the first time he's been in a practice jersey all year. For what he's gone through personally and battled to get to this point, how happy does that make you to see him?
No, incredibly happy. Me and Sean had that conversation yesterday. He's been working his tail off. I know he's going to be excited to get out and really fly around with the guys. So he's itching. Time can't move fast enough for him just to be able to get out there. So, his energy is everything for us. I can't wait to see him be able to do what he loves. He's put in a lot of work to get to this point, man. So just happy as ever for him.